Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to Boundary Brilliance, 3 shifts to reclaim your time, energy, and sanity.
Yes.
This isn't a lecture. It's a reset for your precious energy. We are not teaching you how to say no for no sake. We're showing you how to protect what matters most.
And what we like to do right at the beginning of everything that we do, especially these master classes, is pause, bring us all into the moment, the present moment, and just get ourselves centered. So I'm just going to invite you to join us. You can soften your gaze, you can close your eyes just for a few seconds and just be in this moment. Forget everything prior to this and everything after
Mm.
this. And let's just take a couple of deep breaths. I like to do breathing in rounds of 3. So a deep inhale and then an exhale. A deep inhale and an exhale. And one more. And just notice where your energy is right now, that we took those few moments to do that. And then
Teresa,
we're going to, yes,
I was
please.
just going to say, what's one word you can use to describe your energy this week?
This week it's been pretty good, not 100%. But let's see. I'm going to say a word, not a like, eh. Is that a word? Eh. I don't
Yeah.
even know how to spell that.
Yeah, EHHHHH. Kind of the same. My word might be janky this week
Thank
because
you.
I have a little head cold situation, first time
Mhm.
in ages, and so I'm just a little bit off, but I'm really glad to be here. And we want to invite you watching this to share with us for sure. We love hearing. How was your energy this week? One word. Share with us. Just
And no
notice.
judgment, no judgment as to where it's at.
No judgment.
Let
So
me get my slides on
with
here.
those slides, yeah, by the end of this master class, you're going to be able to spot your 2 to 3 energy leaks. But again, just noticing with compassion, with clarity. You're going to be able to use guilt-free boundary language that preserves relationships and doesn't blow anything up. What do you see up there, Teresa?
Let's see. I'm sorry, I was looking at my tech stuff back here. You're going to, did you already speak about the anchor boundaries?
I did not
Okay, I guess I will do
do
that.
that.
Anchor boundaries in our daily habits that protect our energy and our vitality. And then we're going to have you, or you're going to be able to leave with your own personal boundary brilliance script to use immediately.
Yes. It's good to have words to practice so that when the
Yeah,
moment
yeah,
comes, you can just elegantly, eloquently say them.
yes. So who are we anyway?
Well, I'm Diane Amelia Read,
And
and
I'm Teresa Lisum.
and together
Together, we're
we are the
the
Vitality
Vitality
Continuum.
Continuum. We help evolving midlife women who feel disconnected, drained, stuck in old patterns, patterns of giving to everyone but themselves. And we invite them to reclaim their energy, their confidence, and their inner calm by discovering their strengths, creating a personal pathway that makes self care simple, sustainable, and soul aligned.
Yeah, we love helping women do all the things they want to do, but without depleting themselves, so they can keep themselves at the top of their own to-do list.
Mhm. Amen. Amen, sister. So you're seeing the slide, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So you are in the right place if you're ready to choose you without guilt, feel energized instead of drained, set boundaries that honor your rhythm, and feel purposeful, not pressured.
Yeah. And that first one, that's a doozy because we've got a long history of feeling
Guilt,
good about giving up on ourselves.
guilt.
Oh, she's so selfless.
Yes, yes. Okay.
So we've got some stats here, just a couple about women taking time for themselves. And many women reduce their regular exercise during midlife by up to 40%. And that's often due to competing life demands.
Yeah, that's a huge percentage.
It is.
And
And
one,
oh, go ahead.
I would say one in every five women, about 20%, admit they would feel selfish, guilty, anxious if they took off even 1 hour for themselves.
We got a lot of plates spinning, ladies.
Yes, we all do, don't we?
But self-care has real benefits. For instance, women entrepreneurs who maintain consistent self-care routines, they grow their businesses. So sometimes stepping back for self-care helps you bring a better you to all that you do.
Yeah.
So they're growing their businesses 27% faster than those who neglect their personal well-being. That's money.
Yes, money on the table. So, we'd like to invite you to do a little futuristic visioning for yourself today. And imagine if it's 1 year from now and your life had self care woven into it. And just how would that look?
Beautiful to think about.
Okay. So, if you want to just think about it, we're not going to talk a whole lot about it. We would give you the opportunity to share, but you're not with us. So we want you to think about that for yourself.
And again, please do share, in the
Yes, when
in
you get the
comments
opportunity.
and
Yes.
reach out to us individually. We love to hear from everyone.
Yes.
Teresa, you're pretty good at self-care.
I like to think so. Am I
Yep.
100% perfect? No,
No.
no.
What if I know I think about this, like if I were going to up my game, here's one thing I would add, and it would be an evening ritual. I'm pretty good about getting up, getting my water going right away, doing a workout, doing my meditation. Flip that order though. Um, but as much as I start out strong, my day can go in all manner of directions. And having a wind down routine, definitely a stretching at night, that is something that I'd like to work on
Yeah.
for the year ahead. So if I'm looking back this time next year, it's like, oh yeah, I that choice to do this really helped me take care of me. What
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah.
You have something?
Somewhat similar. I'm really good at my morning self-care. I could use a little bit more plumping up of my midday self-care in, kind of sprinkled throughout my day a little bit more.
Oh
I
yeah.
definitely get my walk in, like that is like always something I have to do. I consider that self-care. And like you, my evening one I could bring in some different elements that would help me, such as stretching or some other things. But I have a small evening ritual. I could just expand that very
It
easily.
makes nice bookends to the
Yes,
day.
it does. Yes, it does.
So
And
we've
no right or wrong way, and everybody, is it's different for everybody.
absolutely. So we're here to talk about boundaries, and it's important to say they are not walls. They don't have to be. They're filters for your best life. They let in what's aligned and they filter out that which drains you. And without boundaries, you're kind of at the whim of life. But with some good boundaries in place, caring, loving boundaries, it really filters out the things um, that detract from your energy and therefore from your life.
And I do think that sometimes boundaries have a negative connotation.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like you're removing something, you're doing something that's not good for you or something. I don't know. I don't know why we have that perception, and I could be wrong about that, but I think this is the opportunity to kind of shift our perspective. Like you said, they're not walls, they're filters
yeah. Well,
for
I
our
think
own
there's
good,
a stigma
personal.
about women having boundaries, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because we do step up, say yes. We're the
Mm-hmm.
caregivers. Many in sandwich generation with kids and parents. And then there's the whole job and community. And maybe you're in a faith community and your neighborhood community and all these things. And we we if we say no, then we give a massive explanation as to why we can't in this one circumstance, and then even by the end of
Right.
explaining why we can't, we talk
Mhm.
ourselves into doing it anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
as a group, we're not all that good with boundaries.
That is so true. So yeah, just a reframe is in order here, and we give everybody permission to do that
Yeah,
as of right now.
yeah. Do you have a story maybe where you said yes against your better judgment and it somehow tugged at you?
But we all have stories. We all have stories. I mean, there's just one um, that stood out when in my mind, and this was years ago. A friend having some marital issues, and she kept calling me and wanted me to commiserate with her.
Mm,
And I let it go on for a while, but it was too draining for me. I didn't want to do it. I dreaded seeing her pop up on my phone. I wanted to support her and be there for her during a rough time, but I couldn't jump in the rabbit hole with her.
yeah,
And I knew that. And so I had to work up my courage to let gently and lovingly let her know, like, I can't go down that hole with you. I said, I could support you in a positive way and help you find resources, but I can't relate to what you're going through and I can't be sucked in.
yeah,
So sadly, that did end that relationship, but I knew I had to do it for myself. I was
yeah.
protecting myself. Um, I said I tried to do it as lovingly as possible. How
Yeah,
about
and
you?
that's hard. That's
It
hard.
is. It was really hard. I practiced that. I practiced what I was going to say. I so those are tricky conversations sometimes.
Yeah. I remember I don't have anything quite as specific, but the year I turned 60, there were so many peers who were saying, well, I guess my best years are behind me. It's all downhill
Yeah.
from here. And I was so repelled by that messaging. I just had
Hmm.
to take a step back and because I felt myself getting drawn into that
Yeah.
and
Yep.
a few things conspired and I thought, "Oh my God, my life is just going like
Yes.
that." I wasn't having it and I had to step away from that messaging and I'm glad I did
Yeah.
because I feel really excited about aging as opposed
Yeah.
to terrified or saddened.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that going around, that aging messaging,
Yeah.
that we have to make a decision for ourselves if we're going to buy into it, if we're not going to buy into it.
That's right.
Set those boundaries in that way.
Yeah.
Eh,
So boundary. boundaries are a type of self-care, and self-care is about your well-being, and well-being is not a luxury, it's a strategy. It's a very strong strategy.
And a smart strategy.
I think so. Because the more you care for yourself, the more powerful, the more profitable, the more purposeful your work, your relationships, just basically life becomes.
Mhm. Yeah. Contrary to what we think, but the more we care about ourselves or for ourselves, as you said, the more empowered we become all across the board.
But peeling out of that isn't always easy. It's, when we've walked a well-worn path, sometimes it takes a little guidance. And there are reasons that making changes, creating boundaries, creating a new boundary and a long-standing relationship, why these feel hard. So we want to talk about some old identity stories that can just get rescripted right here, right now.
Mhm. Yep. So let's look at the first one. The old identity pattern that we see and we hear a lot is, a good woman doesn't say no, a
Right.
good wife, or a good mom, or a good friend, a good daughter. Put your own label in there. That's just a pattern we've been programmed into saying to ourselves or hearing from, accepting from other people, we shall say. But what's the underlying belief beneath that?
Yeah, the belief is my value comes from being helpful, from being available. That's what makes me valuable.
24/7.
24/7, 365. Yeah.
But we want to reframe that. We want to reframe that your worth isn't tied to your service, it's tied to your presence.
Yeah. And when you can enhance your presence, that is a very great gift. So we invite this new belief. When I honor my limits, I model strength and I model self-respect.
Mhm.
And this idea of modeling, oh man, eyes are watching.
Yeah, that's a
It,
good one.
it could be your daughters, it could be your sisters, it could be your neighbors, it could be your husband, your sons. It's when you demonstrate self-care, you give tacit permission for every woman who sees you to do the same.
Yeah.
So it's big.
And we don't know who's watching us,
Right.
especially now with Facebook and online, social media. How many people, like sometimes I'll be surprised who is showing up on my comments, like what? Like I forgot all about her. So you really don't know. So I love this modeling strength and self-respect. I think
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah, so we've got a second identity, and that is if I set limits, I'll disappoint people. And
That has
there's an underlying
underlying.
belief
Yep. Yep.
that harmony is more important than honesty. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a reframe for that, T?
Yes, I do. True connection thrives on authenticity, not overextension. Okay, I'm going to say that again. True connection thrives on authenticity, not overextension.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
we can take that identity story, I'll disappoint people if I set limits, and flip that script to clear boundaries, create safer, more respectful relationships. I mean, this has been my experience. It's how to say this? There's a level of intimacy in um, expressing a boundary. It's like I am trusting you with this thing that is important to me.
Mhm.
And the other person might be surprised at first, but if you can frame it that way, this is a really tender thing for me, and it's important to me, and I value you, and I want you to know it. This is something that I feel like I need to change for myself, and I trust you to join me in that. And
Mm.
that's a gift, really.
Yeah, I love that. I love that perspective. I mean, yes, you're being vulnerable with this
Mhm.
person, expressing your needs and your desires. Wow. So yeah, that's huge. That new belief is huge. Thank you for that.
And we've got a third one.
Of course we do.
Of course we do.
Well, I have to earn my right to rest.
Yeah, I'm so busy. I'm so busy.
Yes, yes,
I'll
yes,
just do this one more thing and then I can rest.
yes, yes.
Yeah. And
And you know how that goes. It just
oh,
spirals out of control.
it rolls. I mean, this is my history for sure, with an underlying belief that productivity proves my worth.
Ooh, that's like an American thing.
That's an
That
American thing, and
is an
definitely a thing
American thing.
from the family I grew up in.
Hmm.
You know,
Yep.
productivity got a lot of love. So, of
I get
course.
it. That's our society that
Yeah,
we live in here in
it
the
is.
States.
Yeah,
Productivity is, yeah, is the identity of our culture, I think.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but it's killing everybody. It's it's not really paying off in the way we think it probably should be. But anyway, we do have a reframe for that.
we do. And it is rest restores your brilliance and your power.
Mm.
And
Just we're
like
having that discussion.
TMI, we both had naps today.
Yes, we did.
And, not because we're dripping in spare time, but because we now know when to unplug so that we can come back better. If your phone goes into the red battery, you don't get mad at the phone. I mean, maybe you do, but it's whether you do or not, it still needs to get plugged back in because it's just not going to work very well or for long if you don't.
Good
And
comparison.
realizing your own red battery sign um, is great. So
I could see everybody having
with
the
the little
power
green,
line. Yeah,
yeah, green
exactly. Oh,
flashing.
you need to recharge.
Yeah.
Everybody can see your red light. Oh, that'd be
I love
great.
it. I love it. So instead of saying we're having the mindset, yeah, I've got to just do one more thing and then maybe I can rest, the new belief is protecting my energy is what lets me keep showing up fully. And,
Yeah.
you know, in part, we wanted to show up fully for you, which is why we both had naps. So that we had our best energy to bring to something that's really important to us.
Right. Okay, now did that change to the next slide?
It did.
Okay, thank you.
About those sneaky,
The
sneaky leakies.
the sneaky leakies. Oh, that's great. So what are the sneaky leakies?
They show up in places where we're being generous, capable, or loving. That doesn't seem right, but it happens a lot. And when they become constant, they start to cost us our vitality, our focus, our joy. So spotting them, even when it's awkward, it's not selfish, it's a strategy.
The sneaky leakies. Oh my
Sneaky,
gosh.
sneaky.
So we would like to ask you, our audience, Where in your week do you feel most drained, which is a energy leak?
Mm. And if something comes to mind, please drop it in the comments. Let us know. We love because things that might not be leaky for us are completely leaky for you. So we love always getting a bigger picture
Yeah.
of how women are affected and where the sneaky leakies are happening.
And having an awareness is an important step because
Hmm.
so many of us go through our day and don't realize that's what's happening.
Yeah. And like you'll hear Teresa and me say again and again and again, just notice. There's no need to judge it or judge others around it. Just it's like, huh. And, you know, th these leaks can come in so many places. They can come in people pleasing, in having a lack of time boundaries. And something we talk about a lot is emotional labor.
Yeah, that was an interesting phrase
Yeah,
we
yeah,
discovered. Emotional labor. And that is the energy spent holding other people's emotional worlds together.
yeah.
I'm going to
That's a
say that
whopper.
again because that's a that could be a big aha moment for many
Uh-huh.
people, women in particular. Energy spent holding other people's emotional worlds together.
Yeah,
Is that the definition of a woman as well?
right? But it refers to the invisible work of managing other people's feelings, their needs, their comfort levels, and
Right.
often at the expense of our own. So, emotional labor, that is an energy leak for realsies.
Yep.
And do you have some examples?
I do. Again, it's different for everybody. We just want to offer some examples, and maybe one of them will resonate with you that you had never realized before.
Yeah.
So you're soothing someone else's frustration, even though everybody's upset, you
Including
included.
you. Yeah.
Yes, you're included, but yet you feel it's your job and responsibility to soothe the other person, even though you need that as well, but that's not in your mind right now. You're soothing the other person. So that's keeping the peace by minimizing your own emotions. I think those definitely go together. Minimizing your own emotions. You
Being
have
the one
any
that
others?
remembers birthdays, organizes the gifts, the family relationship maintenance,
Yes,
or at
yes.
work. Just
Yeah, yeah.
making sure everybody's okay.
Right. The person's always organizing and keeping people connected and together. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a big one. Um, Anticipating other people's needs before they even ask. Like that's an expectation. Like you just can't figure it out. Like, so we think it's our job to anticipate everybody else's needs without them even verbalizing them.
Right, right. And
Like
I
we're
know I'm
mind
saying,
readers or something,
yeah,
you know?
I'll just handle it. It's easier. It's easier than
Yeah. Oh,
explaining.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
And,
big one.
that is not inherently bad, but when it's unbalanced or unrecognized, it drains your reserves and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an energy leak.
That was a big one for me, man. And I've heard other moms say that. It's just easier for me to do it. I'll just do it, instead of trying to explain it and have to redo it and all that. So that is a big energy leak.
Yeah, it sure is.
Now, there's also energy leaks in the work environment, between relationships, in your own personal energy leak. And we're just going to just give one of each. How about that, Diana?
Yeah, let's do that.
Um, so let's see a good work related one. Oh, this one's a biggie. Checking emails at all hours, even on your day off, even on vacations, because we can.
Yeah, yeah. Boop, yes,
Yep.
you named it. And here is somewhat some in the sort of home and family, overextending for adult kids, for aging parents, or for community members. Again, nothing inherently wrong with the wish to do
Mhm.
to care, but when it's out of balance, it is an energy leak.
Mhm. And you already mentioned this, over explaining. Like you're over explaining, like you have to say no, but you over explain, like you're trying to justify to yourself and everybody else
Yeah,
why you
I
said
have
no
talked
or whatever.
I have talked to myself right like in the same stream of conversation, talking myself out of a no boundary right back into yes. I have done that.
Oh, yes. Oh, we've all done that. Oh my gosh. And then for our own personal self, we of course have energy leaks there, such as ignoring our body's cues for
Yeah.
rest, for those naps,
Yeah.
for quiet time. Another biggie I'm going to mention is multitasking
Oh,
while you're eating. I am so guilty, guilty, guilty. I am so guilty of that.
can I just tell you, yesterday I did not have my phone at lunch. That was intentional. And then I
Mm,
slowed way down. And then at a given time, I just picked up my plate and I looked at it. And it had so many colors and textures. And I thought, oh, this is beautiful. And then
mm,
I gobbled it all up.
yeah.
But just taking that moment, it was a surprise to me. I mean, I try helping, teaching people to do this, but sometimes we teachers need the lesson too. And yesterday, it was kind of a magical lunch.
Yeah, I try to do that. I don't do it all the time, but just at least acknowledge what's in front of me and appreciate and have gratitude for what's there. It just takes a couple seconds, but
Well,
um,
you're ahead of me because yesterday was like, oh, I can do this too.
hey, you did it once, you can
Did
do
it
it
once.
again anytime
Absolutely.
you want. We just have to
So
create those practices, those
we'd
habits.
love for folks to, oh, sorry, I think I cut you off. But
No, please go
we
ahead.
would love again for you to share with us in the comments what kind of energy leaks come up for you. Is there something we were talking about? Uh, emotional labor, did that resonate for you? The self-care piece? Something else entirely popped into your head? We'd love to know. So please do add it in the comments.
Yes, please. So we like to offer something practical, some tool, some resource that you can walk away with every time you attend one of these master classes. So something as simple as ABC is what we have to offer you today.
That's right. Love that. It's a guilt-free, no scripts, your formula way to create boundary language. And so the A of ABC, which stand for, as you can see, affirm, boundary, close. So the affirmation is recognizing the person, the request, the emotion. Um, that helps to keep empathy and connection in the conversation. It's like, I see you, I value you, I hear you. So just that affirmation is the A of the ABC.
Yeah, I love that. And it's a heart connection. It's coming to my mind. A heart connection with that person in front of you and acknowledging that you see them.
Yeah.
And then the B is for boundary. Offer a clear no, not right now, or something else that protects your energy and aligns with your priorities. So this is the actual boundary piece, thus the name boundary.
Right, that's the B. It's like we're making a little boundary sandwich between the
Yeah,
affirmation
yeah,
and the close. But this is the part where, boom, this is the actual boundary.
right. And then the C is the close. We're finishing it all up, bringing it all back around. So this is ending the loop gracefully, no long explanations, no long apologies,
No apologies.
just a simple, confident close that signals you're complete. I said what I needed to say.
Yeah. And when you do that, it's energetic clarity. There is no guilt hangover. No, oh, I should have done something differently. So let's get into this and get some
Yeah.
specifics.
Ooh, yeah.
And here is one that is simple and worth memorizing. Oh, I appreciate you thinking of me. I can't take that on right now, but I'd love to support you in another way. That's an example, just a generic. So we've got the A. I appreciate you thinking of me. That's heart to heart.
Yep.
It's recognition. The boundary. I can't take that on right now. And then the close, which can be a hard close or this one cracks the door open a little bit. I'd love to support you in another way or maybe at another time.
Mhm.
But it's it's graceful. You're not explaining or apologizing. You're just saying, can't now, another time.
And I like that you said we can memorize it. Like, why can't we? You can practice it. You can say it out loud to yourself. You can write it somewhere. You can put it on your phone. You like practice it, see it over and over so that it just rolls off of your tongue very easily whenever you need it.
T, I think I've mentioned this to you, but I worked for many, many years with someone who had massive demands on his time. And I just loved what he said. Oh, I'd just love to, but I can't.
Boom, done.
Boom, done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I'd love to. I just can't.
I
I
love
can't.
that.
I'd
No
love to. I can't.
explanation.
No explanation, no apology. I mean, nothing ambiguous about this. I'd love to. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'd love to. I just can't.
Yeah, that is
Done.
short and sweet and
And heartfelt.
simple and heartfelt. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he got a lot of rockin' awesome invitations to do this, that, and the other, but he didn't have the time or, anyway, blah, blah. Oh, I'd just
Yeah,
love
that's
to,
a good
but I
one.
can't.
That's a good one. A nice, easy one to remember for
Hmm.
sure. Think of these as tools in your back pocket, in your purse, where you can just pull out and use them as needed. So we have some other examples we want to offer you. Again, we're all in different environments, work environment, family environment, in a friend relationship. So we have some examples for each of those. So this is one for a work environment, possibly. Well, I appreciate you thinking of me for this committee or whatever, fill in the blanks. And I'm fully committed to two projects right now, and I can't really give this the focus it deserves. And then you can shorten that up. But please keep me in mind for the next project or the next semester or the next committee. I'd love to support you in a different way then.
Yeah. So, ABC, acknowledge, boundary closed. Thanks for thinking of me. Fully committed. Next time.
Yep, yep.
Family, that can be tricky, especially if the habit of overextending is, oh, let's say decades old,
Yes,
and
yes,
suddenly you're doing something different. Yikes. But doing it in a heart-centered makes a difference, as opposed to, shut up and go away,
yes, yes.
which might be the gut reaction, but the acknowledgement, I hear you're really stressed about this week. I can't come over tonight, but I can talk you through a plan for tomorrow. You've got this. I believe in how you're handling it. I believe in you.
Yes. So we have the A, you're acknowledging them.
Their emotion. Mhm.
Yes. And then you're setting the boundary. I can't come tonight, but I can talk you through something for tomorrow. And the close, I like this close. It's like you're believing in them. You're giving them the gift of, You can handle this. I know you got this.
You got this.
Yeah, that's good.
So what about social? Yeah, that comes up. So someone sends you an invitation. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I'm laying low this weekend because I have to recharge. I need to recharge. Let's find another time soon. I'd love to catch up when I'm refreshed.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, me too.
When I'm
That's like,
refreshed.
I value you and I don't want to show up like a wrung out rag.
Hmm. Again, you want to offer your best self to whoever is in front of you.
What is the term now? I'm recharging my social battery. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, I
that's,
think that was one you offered. Yes.
yeah, well, I didn't make that up. All the cool kids are saying it, evidently.
Well, then I get it.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
be
not going. I
grateful
need
for
to
the
recharge
same.
my social battery. Yeah, I like it.
So here's one, with your spouse, with your partner, whoever you're in a relationship with. Oh, I know this has been a long week for both of us, but I need a quiet evening to reset my energy tonight. Let's talk in the morning when I can be more present. Can you imagine saying this in the midst of some highly charged emotion, some emotional exchange going back and forth? Like you just like, I know this is a tough time, or we're both stressed right now. Let's take some quiet time tonight, recharge, think about it, talk in the morning when we can both be more present. Whew, that's powerful.
Yeah, and I think this is a great example of I statements,
Mm,
where when you're in the heat of argument with someone else, and it's really easy to say, "You're pushing all my buttons and I
yeah,
got to get away from you."
yeah, yeah.
If you can say, "Oh, I recognize this has been a long week for both of us. I
Mm,
need a quiet evening
yeah.
so that I can bring my best self to you and be more fully present to continue this conversation. I'm not bailing. I just want to be better and more clear-headed to finish.
Hmm. Yeah.
And owning it that way really makes a big change.
Hmm. Oh, I think that's good for now. How about
Yeah.
you? I think we can move on. So we'd like to give you this opportunity to create your own ABC statement so that you have something just to start you off with. You can use it, tweak it later, write out a whole list later if you'd like. But we'd like you to walk away from this time together with your own ABC statement. So I want to go back and just refresh your memory. I'm going to pop this slide on so you could see it. Okay, remember you want to affirm, acknowledge that person in front of you with a heartfelt um, acknowledgement of them. The
An
boundaries in the
affirmation. Yeah.
middle, and then the close. And what are we calling this? A boundary
Boundary
sandwich?
sandwich. I like
Boundary
that.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Boundary sandwich. So we want you to create your own boundary sandwich. It could be very, very simple for now. Or you can use one that we already suggested. I'd love to, but I can't.
Oh, I'd love to. I just can't.
Yeah, just like
Best of luck with it.
very, very simple.
Yeah.
So you're welcome to use any that we've already suggested or come up with your own. Thanks
And
for thinking of me. But I'm not available right now at this time. But I know it's going to be great.
if you're writing, we would encourage you to speak these words out loud.
Yeah.
Really practice it because it will have familiarity in your mouth when you actually need to use it. It's not going to feel nearly as foreign if you're saying it for the first time in what might feel like a new situation. Because if you haven't spoken boundaries before, it's going to feel weird. But if you've practiced it, then it flows a little more naturally. Your heart may still go pity pat, but it's
Right.
going to flow more naturally.
And the first time it might be really uncomfortable, but the more you say it, the more you use it, the more comfortable you're going to be with it, and the more natural it's going to become for you.
Yeah.
And when you do create your statement, your ABC, your sandwich, your boundary sandwich, and you say it out loud, you write it, say, I'm going to encourage you, yeah, to write it and say it out loud. Just notice how your body reacts to that. See if anything shifts.
Yeah. Maybe your shoulders drop, maybe you breathe, have that sigh of relief for having actually said it after what may be a very long time, even if you're just practicing. Just notice.
Yeah, just notice. That's a biggie. So we're going to go ahead and move on, but we definitely want, that's your homework. We definitely want you to do that for yourself
Yeah.
before the end of the day. I just put out a challenge. I
There you
dropped a challenge.
like a teacher. So we want to talk about basically daily actions that you can be proactive about that protect your energy. Aligned habits are daily actions that protect your vitality. And like we spoke earlier, they are like bookends for your energy.
Mhm.
So, what's one tiny ritual you could start or end your day with to guard your energy? And for example, like I was sharing earlier, I meditate before I'm even out of bed. And when I step out of bed, my workout clothes are on the floor right in front of me. So I get those two things, those two important bits of self-care, important to me, right out of the way first thing. What about you, T?
Similar, I have several things I do first thing in the morning, and they have just become my aligned habits. Of course, they've changed over time. So these are not set in stone, but they're going to serve you right now and let them serve you as long as they need to, or until you find something you want to weave in that's a little bit different. And then at the end of my day, I have a gratitude practice that I've been doing for a very, very long time. I have a little book, little tablet, and I write things that I'm grateful for during the day. And again, as we already spoke, like there are definitely a few things I would like to layer in on that as well. So we're all open for improvement and something different, aren't we? But some other things could be, which I used to do, like diffuse a certain essential oil. Some
Mhm.
people shut down their devices by a certain time in the evening. You might, you know, dim your lighting at a certain time so your body is getting the cue that, hey, we're going to be going to bed here pretty soon. So it's just bringing our energy down. Stretching, you mentioned. A lot of people like baths, take a nice hot bath. Love that. So they can be very, very simple. They don't have to be long at all. So we're inviting you to think of, if you already have some aligned habits, and you want to expand upon them, you want to change them, think how you could tweak yours that would serve you better now at this point in your life.
Yeah, this is an offer to just reflect.
Yeah.
Do I like what I'm doing? Do I want to tweak?
Hmm. That's your homework again. Got two pieces of
Now it's piling on.
again, very easy. Just some reflection time is all you need. So
So, oh,
please go ahead.
as we were saying before, practice makes perfect. And
Mhm.
it's important to remember that no is not rejection, no is redirection. So, as you're watching this, we invite you to take a deep breath, to sit tall, not stiff, but just up. and say your little ABC boundary sandwich out loud right now. Deep breath.
Okay.
Remember, no is not rejection, it's redirection. Boundaries are actually an important act of self-love, and not just for yourself, but for everyone and everything you serve. It's actually a generous thing to do. So we'll give you
Couple of
that,
seconds.
yeah, that much time to say your affirmation, your ABC statement, and then notice what you feel in your body. Oh, I'd love to. I just can't.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm playing with too.
Yeah.
It's so short and sweet. I love
Yep.
it. And this is that reframe we mentioned at the beginning. Boundaries are an act of love for myself and for everyone I serve. That's a mindset shift, a little bit of a different perspective. You may have come into this master class differently, prior to that, and this hopefully gives you a little bit of something different to reflect on.
Yeah, and to kind of make it real, we want to talk with you about someone we worked with. She was an educator, midlife woman, working late, saying yes to extra committees while also caregiving at home in both directions, aging parent, teens at home, adult children, some at home, some away. Just her joy was gone. She was noticing her health was not as vital as it had been in the past. So boundary work was really new for her, but she created her own couple of sandwiches and let others take a bite. So she had one at work and she had one at home where she was really feeling a lot of guilt about self-prioritization,
Mhm.
self-prioritization. So her new script,
That was a difficult boundary for her to set. I know
oh
she
yeah.
was very nervous about setting that boundary.
Yeah, do you remember her new script?
I do not,
Hmm.
but I just know that she did it. She had that uncomfortable conversation, the uncomfortable boundary. She offered the boundary sandwich,
Yeah.
even though it was uncomfortable, and it turned out in a really positive way.
Yeah. I happen to remember one of the things, I don't remember the work one, but I do know at home she said, I'm happy to help after I've had my quiet time.
Mhm.
And, at first there was pushback, surprise, like, what? Who are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but she practiced it relentlessly for about 3 weeks and reclaimed her evenings, felt calmer with her family. Her family got on board, and understood that it wasn't like she was doing it one night. This was Mom 2.0, and they got on board.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a beautiful unfolding. I was very
Yeah.
excited for her. It was
Yeah.
so
So maybe you see yourself in her story. Yeah. Were you going to say something more, or did
I
I
was going to say
just?
the same thing.
Okay.
So we just wanted to offer that so you can see there's other women out there going through very similar things. And this is a quote we like to share. This is actually from the same lady that we just talked about.
Yeah.
And we're going to move on because I know we're running out of time and we want to be respectful of your time. So we're going to review very quickly. We identified some energy leaks. What were they? Leaky, what would you call them?
Sneaky leakies.
Sneaky leakies. We identified some sneaky leakies. We helped you flip your way of thinking, some old identities. And I think that is a wrong sentence right there.
Yeah.
We practice, or we also gave you some guilt-free language around boundaries, that ABC. We learned about daily aligned habits and gave you some suggestions for some that you could possibly use. And then we looked at a real life boundary story.
So we've covered a lot here. And insight is a powerful thing. Maybe you've had some aha moments here, but integration is where things really start to stick. Um, there is no better place than in Thrive Park, which is our online community of women where we go to grow, glow, and connect. Now, maybe you are seeing this recording through Thrive Park. Maybe you came in through another one of our
Their
pathways,
portal.
another portal. But we are putting into the chat um, how you can join Thrive Park. It's free. There are lots of free things to do there, lectures, groups, and it's really having a growth spurt right now. So we invite you to join and would love to see you there for live discussions like this.
Yes, indeed. Okay, come on. There we go. And of course, we're both open to just having a personal chat with you if that would feel better for you at this point in time or at any time in the future. So we made it convenient for you with some QR codes. You know, we're all like high techy and everything. So we got us some QR codes
That's right.
and they take you to our scheduling links. And so you can have a 20-minute complimentary chat with us about anything, about a boundary that you're struggling with. How about a reframe, anything like that?
About a new aligned habit.
A new aligned
We're
habit.
happy to help, standing by.
Yes. Now, this is your opportunity. You can reach out to us with any questions, leave a comment wherever you're viewing this recording. And yeah, we'll try to answer them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, got a quote?
I do. I just have to get to it. So we love this quote. We end with this quote a lot. And it's really meaningful for me. So the first step isn't always loud, but it's always life changing. Start small, start scared, but just start. And that's speaking to me. That's been my pattern. And it
Just start.
just takes that one, it's showing up as half the battle, as you've probably heard. So just that one step in a direction, any direction, even if you're afraid you're picking the wrong direction, don't
Hmm.
worry, you'll have chances to take a step in a different direction. So don't worry about getting it wrong because you won't.
Yeah, you can always take a next step in a new direction
After a nap.
after a nap. That's right.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We hope you got value and insight from our time together.
Yeah,
And
this has definitely been fun.
it has.
We so appreciate you. We know you can be anywhere doing anything, and we appreciate you taking the time to listen in on what we have to offer. So thank you. Thank you, Diane Amelia.
And you,
And
Miss T, and we'll see you again and see you in Thrive Park.
okay, bye bye.